Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be covering beta 1.19.70.20, and before we get into it, what I would like to mention is since we are now in the 1.19.70 category and no longer in the 1.19.60 category, I feel very confident in saying this means we are going to get a brand new update within the next week or two. Most likely next week, probably Wednesday or Thursday. So go ahead, subscribe, and hit them notifications so that you know when I have a video about everything in that update coming out. So first up, we've got a lovely change. Us, in Bedrock Edition, can now crouch and fit through 1.5 block tall spaces. And oh my goodness, this is amazing. We have been missing this feature for so long in Bedrock Edition, and Java has had it for like ever. So it is amazing to see that we can finally do this. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, we do not have the crawling feature yet. If we go ahead and try to stick ourselves under this, it just goes through us, which is weird. But like, you know, we cannot crawl yet. I assume it will be coming soon in a future beta, so once again, subscribe and hit those noties because we'll probably be seeing that feature soon. But yes, unfortunately, this does mean we cannot put ourselves in a composter yet, but we should be able to shortly, I hope. Now, of course, this is an experimental feature, so expect some bugs. For example, the third-person cameras just don't work under here. When it comes to jumping down a trench, or like a hole, even when you're using this, it's a bit glitchy, and you may have to jump multiple times before you can actually get down that hole. You may not even be able to eat while in here sometimes. It's a bit glitchy. It's a brand new feature. Expect some changes in the future, and expect it to be buggy right now. Alright everybody, for the next big change, it has to do with horses. Now, when you are breeding horses, they will, make the baby, and that baby will have more random genetic abilities. So when you're breeding a very fast horse and a very jumpy horse, your baby should now get a mix of their genes. You should also get a better variety in terms of the color. As you can see, this adult white horse is the solid white horse with the whiter polka dots, and this is a brown horse with the white patches on it, but this baby is a white horse with the white patches instead of polka dots. Previously, you would get a baby pretty much identical to one of the parents, so it's cool to see a change there as well. Now, unfortunately, this does mean that super duper speedy horses will no longer work. I will put a clip up on the screen right now so you can see what it was like, but you can still get these super duper speedy horses before version 1.70 comes out. This is the first 1.70 beta, so you should have plenty of time to do that and achieve super speedy horses. Before then, let me know down below if you want a tutorial on it, and I'll make it. Alright everybody, so for this next change, we're here in the end. Previously, what could happen is if you were to push an end crystal, okay, into these two blocks, it would destroy them and place fire on the ground, this block right here. But now, it just sits inside of them. Now this breaks bedrock farms. Yes, there are such things as bedrock farms in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Rather ironic, I know, but it's a glitch and you can farm bedrock in Bedrock Edition. Because of this change in version 1.19.70, you will not be able to do that anymore, and I believe that is the only reason they are making this change, to prevent you from obtaining bedrock in pure survival mode. So, if you are interested on how you might be able to obtain some bedrock before they make this change in the full 1.70 release, if you are interested, let me know, I'll make it, and you can get yourself some yummy bedrock before this change is implemented and we can no longer do it. So, for this next one, there has been a nice change to hoppers. If we go ahead and grab ourselves a bunch of items, hoppers can now pick up items on top of any block or through any block as long as they are less than a block in diameter. So this dirt block here that was farmland, but it ended up switching over to dirt, so the item won't go through it. But if we replace that with farmland, we'll get picked up, as you can see right there. Of course, you still will not be able to pick items up through chests and ender chests, because these are considered inventories and the hoppers are reading the inside, not the outside. But pretty much any block that is not bigger than a full block will now be able to pick up items through it. So all these items, that does also include slabs, stairs, and portal frames even. Alright, for this next change, there has been a change to items and just all in all swimming and elytra. So if we go ahead, get into this little area, we are currently in swim mode. When we shoot a bow and arrow in swim mode, the arrow will actually come out of our face now. I don't know why my body looks so weird, but the arrow is going to come out of my face rather than above my head where it would previously. Same thing will occur when it comes to dropping items. And this will also apply to opening chests, mining blocks. Previously, all this stuff would occur above you when you were in swim mode or flying, because the game still just thought you were 2 blocks tall, rather than your actual height and how your player model was looking. Alright everybody, for this next one, there has been a minor change to note blocks. So now, you can hear the note block from farther away. Currently that's very loud, but they have increased the distance that you can hear it from, and along with that, they've made the drop-off more gradual. So as you get farther away, it'll slightly get quieter and quieter. You won't just be able to hear it real loud and then all of a sudden not. So right now we're about 30 some blocks away, and we're like probably right on the edge. And if we just go a little bit farther, it's gone now, and incredibly faint, and then gone. It's not like this super steep, loud, and then nothing. Overall, very nice change. I really like it when my ears don't bleed. Alright, next change. There has been a bit of a change with Thorns 3. So this bug was discovered in one of the latest 2 or 3 betas, and pretty much, if we go into survival mode, if you were standing on a magma block or cactus, something that would damage you, berry bush even, and you had Thorns 3 on any piece of your armor, any type of armor, and you got on it, you would rapidly take damage. Currently, we're just taking normal damage with this Thorns 3 on. I'll put a clip up on the screen right now of what it would be like with the rapid damage. Overall, it's very good to see that this is fixed. Unfortunately though, seeing that this bug fix is occurring in the 1.19.70 betas, I assume when the 1.19.60 full release comes out, this bug is probably going to be in it. So if you wear Thorns 3 on your armor, do be careful when you are working with any type of block that will provide damage. So for the last change we're going to cover in this video, I'm sure as you know, when you put 2 observers facing into each other, it makes this like endless clock and it's constantly going off. Well, there was a bug where pretty much no matter what, an observer would not send updates. Pretty much in the game code got corrupted. And so what you may end up having is this observer is stuck either producing power or not producing power. Either way, it will not update or change, and even if you broke it and replaced it, it would still stay broken. That would be because a file would corrupt in the game database and that observer would just not work. But that will no longer happen, it has been fixed. Now, of course, there are a lot more changes in this beta than just these. I will put some up on the screen right now. But if you are interested in those, I will link the changelog down in the description below, and you can go read them for yourself, or pause the video and read them off of the screen here. That is going to be it for today's video. Please let me know what you think of this new beta system review, where I only list some of the big features, and then you can go check out the very tiny ones that don't necessarily affect you very much at all. If you would like me to go back to the old way of doing it, let me know down in the comments what you think of this new way over the old way, which one you prefer. I'm just trying this because it will make the video shorter, more interesting, and overall I think it'll just bring some more life to the videos. Anyways, this has been Mr. Gaming Aquatic, and I will see you next time. Bye!